the fabric of space-time might be woven by wormholes. Their entire digital existence summarized in just a few letters of the alphabet. Imagine compressing an entire digital existence. Everything that makes up a person's life into just a few simple letters. The Book of Enoch, once banned and whispered about in secret, describes cosmic gateways, heavenly watchers, and realms beyond time itself. Today, groundbreaking quantum experiments are uncovering evidence that space may be woven from entangled threads, making hidden dimensions more than just myth. We find mathematically if we cut the threads of quantum entanglement, space falls apart. These scientific breakthroughs line up with quantum discovery's recent crack of the Book of Enoch, uncovering a horrible connection. The Book of Enoch meets quantum physics. So scientists just proved particles can stay connected across space. Meanwhile, Enoch was out here talking about portals in the sky. In 2017, theoretical physicists Juan Maldacena and Leonard Susskind proposed the radical EPR conjecture. The idea that Einstein-Rosen bridges or wormholes are actually quantum entanglement links. Then in 2022, researchers at MIT conducted an experiment showing that entangled photons can form correlations so strong they behave as though connected by a tunnel through space-time itself. Every time one photon shifts, its partner does too, instantly across distance. It's as if there's a hidden doorway tying them together. Not theory, lab-tested, measured, verified. The data shows that even when separated by kiloohm, entangled particles remain locked in perfect sync. The math suggests space-time itself may emerge from these quantum connections. No space in between, just a bridge made of pure information. Now return to Enoch. He writes of stars singing in unison, of heavenly doors opening to reveal realms of light, of beings who move beyond the boundaries of Earth. Are these just poetic flourishes or early descriptions of quantum phenomena? Could Enoch's journey through celestial portals actually be a mystical memory of a quantum bridge? And here's the wild part. This is just the beginning. What if the Book of Enoch wasn't just myth, but quantum memory? Long before telescopes scanned the skies and quantum theories probed the void, there was the Book of Enoch. Likely penned around 300 BCE and credited to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. This mysterious text wasn't just another ancient scroll. It was revered by early Jewish sects, even quoted in the Epistle of Jude. And yet, it was vanished from most biblical canons. Why? Because it whispered secrets too unsettling to ignore. Enoch spoke of the Watchers, celestial beings sent to observe humanity. But they broke the rules. They taught forbidden knowledge, astronomy, metallurgy, enchantment, the kind of stuff that rewrites the fate of civilizations. In his journey, Enoch claims he was taken through 7 heavens, each one with its own rules of time, light, and reality. Imagine a cosmic library guarded by angelic scribes filled with codes that pulse like the tree of life itself. This wasn't just spiritual poetry. It was a tour of creation's control room. Medieval scholars branded it heresy. The church feared its wild talk of portals, angelic machines, and layered heavens. But here's the twist. Its descriptions of meteor showers, orbital paths, and dimensional layers were eerily accurate. Now, the first section, known as the Apocalypse of the Weeks, presents a vision of world history structured in 10 symbolic weeks. The first 7 weeks recount events from the past, while the remaining 3 point to the future. The narrative culminates in a striking moment within the 7th part of the 10th week when a new heaven is said to appear, ushering in an era of countless weeks where righteousness and goodness will reign without end. Following this is a short segment called The Exhortation, where Enoch offers moral guidance to his son Methuselah. These instructions serve as a transition to the next part, the Epistle. Here the focus shifts to theological reflections on divine wisdom, the ultimate reward awaiting the righteous, and the punishment reserved for the wicked. It outlines 2 distinct life paths, one leading to salvation, the other to ruin. This section also includes 6 prophetic declarations against sinners, a cosmic testimony from all creation condemning human wrongdoing, and a firm affirmation of life after death and the destinies tied to human choices. The next portion, the birth of Noah, is found in the Qumran scrolls and appears as a standalone appendix separated by a blank line. It recounts Noah's birth, describing him with angelic features, and ties directly into the flood narrative. The story portrays Noah as divinely chosen, born during a time of great corruption, with his life symbolizing a new beginning for humanity. The final section, often labeled the conclusion, is absent from the Qumran manuscripts and is thought to be a later addition by a redactor. It contrasts the so-called generation of light destined for salvation with sinners condemned to darkness. Enoch's journeys through the heavenly realms are another reason the book may have been sidelined. These visions include explicit depictions of heavenly beings, divine courts, and the brutal punishments awaiting the wicked. Imagery that could be seen as too intense or revealing for religious institutions to endorse. Some suggest the Church avoided the text because it exposes information that would have frightened the faithful or challenged orthodox teachings. More provocatively, the Book of Enoch describes beings with advanced knowledge and capabilities, possibly extraterrestrial in nature, who visited Earth, shared forbidden technology, and produced hybrid offspring. This corrupted exchange between the Watchers and humans, according to the book, is what ultimately led to the Great Flood. The text doesn't shy away from explaining how this knowledge was wiped from the face of the earth, leaving only traces and warnings behind. This raises difficult questions. Was Enoch communicating with beings from beyond Earth? Did his ascents and descents into the heavens involve contact with non-human intelligences? Was he recording interactions with sovereign powers of another civilization? These are questions few dare to ask openly today, especially since this text has long been dismissed as apocryphal, the divine. Are we stuck on a single timeline, or are we the pilots of a vessel that can jump between moments? In 2016, theoretical physicist James Gates discovered something wild while studying supersymmetry equations in string theory. Error-correcting codes. These were real mathematical structures identical to those used in digital communication to detect and fix data errors. So the obvious question is, why are they in the fabric of the universe at all? Are they just noise or signs of a deeper computational architecture? Now reread Enoch with that lens. He describes heavenly scribes recording every deed, weighing souls, governing light and darkness. Traditionally, we've called them angels. But what if there's something else? Enoch also speaks of portals, gateways that teleport him across cosmic distances in an instant. What if those aren't visions, but literal backdoors in the system, the universe's own developer console? Every law of physics becomes an algorithm. Every quantum event, a function call, decoherence, rendering. Enoch may not have been a mystic. He may have been an accidental quantum coder describing the source code of reality with ancient language. The tablets of heaven. Think cosmic hard drives inscribed with the rules of space, time, and morality. The Book of Life, a data log tracking persistent consciousness, souls across lifetimes. This doesn't downplay Enoch. It amplifies him. Maybe he wasn't just seeing angels and visions. Maybe he glimpsed the actual operating system behind everything.